Karan Verma, this aspect that Vikram Singh just brings out, outsourcing CCTV footage, and the fact that, you know, officials are just looking away, not doing their job, something is terribly rotten. And he suggests that the contracts aren't being given to the right companies because that would very naturally cut down on avenues for corruption.
Rahul, thanks for having me on your show. Well, as someone who runs CCTV as well as sound installations at some very key places, I think I can speak with some conviction at my command here. Never is it outsourced, and even if it's outsourced, the officer responsible has to be monitoring there all the time. I mean, he's the client and the third party is the vendor. In this case, was an annual maintenance contract given to a vendor? That is the first question. Secondly, did the vendor stock? You always have buffer stock. In case there is a malfunction at such key places, you always have a buffer stock. Was a complaint flagged by the officer on duty? Because in such places, you cannot have even a second of a lapse. It's immediately raised, and it's raised at the level of the PWD also. Which officer of PWD was responsible for ensuring that the third-party vendor was on time and had a prompt service backup? These are questions that need to be asked. And secondly, you know, from a very long time here, I've seen Tihar being treated as a personal fiefdom by the Delhi government. I mean, the Delhi government is responsible for the administration. We have a Delhi minister right now, Mr. Saurabh Bhardwaj, who's on record saying, चले जाओ तिहार में हमारा ही जेल है, कोई डरने की बात नहीं है. We cannot have such irresponsible rhetoric. We saw what happened in Satyendra Jain's case, where massages were given and he was the jail minister at that time, for crying out loud. In 2022, the Supreme Court had to play literally broker between the MHA and the Delhi government and say that you guys need to sort this out. We cannot have Tihar being reduced to a personal fiefdom. That was raised when the promoters of Unitech were having their meetings and business meetings there.
Respond to the point that Karan Verma is making.
Needs to be answered by Saurabh Bhardwaj.
About the role of the Aam Aadmi Party, which is responsible for running the Delhi Tihar jail, and the fact that on your watch all these mishappenings are going on inside the prison, and the fact that the government seems too distracted to be able to run the prison efficiently.
On the Delhi government has no role, no role in the day-to-day run Tihar jail. Tihar jail, township of some 20,000 criminals, and health is an entity in it. All officers there from the different districts. Majority come from the Delhi police, who go to the Ministry of Home Affairs via LG of Delhi. So, it for functioning.
Now, it is not happening the first time. I would say that the entire rank and file of Tihar jail is corrupt, bribe taker, and many of them are politically motivated as well. This does not happen, in a day or two. There has been Sukesh Chandrasekhar, who was writing letters every day, sending to via the BJP people, giving it to the media channels. There was, Sanjay Chandra, who was running an extortion racket from the jail. There was Lawrence Vishnoi, who is planning all the murders in Punjab, right sitting in the jail. So all those such criminal characters are there, and the police is a mute spectator to the whole thing. I would not say mute spectator without any reason. It's all for money. In Tihar jail, everything has got a rate. Every activity has got a rate. For entering to exit, for delivering the things, you have got a rate.
No, but Dr. Kiran Bedi, the problem seems to be because responsibility is diffused. And for our viewers, I just want to tell them that, Tihar is run officially by the Delhi government, but the DG, the Director General of Prisons, is an officer on deputation from the Delhi Police, which in turn reports to the Ministry of Home Affairs. Delhi police officials are in charge of custodial duties. Perimeter and patrolling and security and search are undertaken by the Tamil Nadu Special Police, the ITBP and the CRPF. Now that just seems to be a very confused reporting structure, because so many different agencies are responsible. They can do what's called topi transfer. Just blame the other for what didn't happen rather than take responsibility as a collective.
Rahul, just fix the two things. You want to fix the two things. Fix the watch from the top and have it audited on a daily basis. Whether it's outsourced or insourced doesn't matter. The point is, it's accountable and it's professional and it's got the wherewithal and it's got the softwares. and regularly audited. Number one, fix it from the top, fix it from the bottom, walk it every day. Let the seniors walk it every day and then review what's happening during the day. You will not have these problems. How many people will you keep transferring? How many people will you keep suspending? Because you will have all these people of the same mentality inside. They're angry, they're revengeful. They are wanting, they're wanting to hit and murder. The only thing is you have to diffuse. You got to take that anger out. Now, third thing in between, waking up to sleeping, you got to find ways by which you keep them engaged into other activities which heal their mind. So don't relax the watch, don't miss the audit, walk the talk, walk below, and number two, in between, have activities which engage them and heal them. You want to have them heal. So hold and heal. Unless you hold and heal and use technology and human technology, bottom. And third, take it for granted. You have committed a breach of trust. You created a breach of security. You are dismissed from service. You can be terminated under 311(2) of the Indian Constitution. You are a threat to the security of the state. That's it. There's no transfer. There is no inquiry. You are 311(2). You are terminated. We have done this. During the time Sunil Gupta is there with you, he'll tell you how we were terminating constables and many others who were involved in drug selling, drug payers. And you know, they took us to the Supreme Court. We terminated them, they took us to the court. Court upheld this decision. So why have inquiries? Terminate them out.
Vikram Singh, do you agree with Dr. Bedi? She's saying take stringent, exemplary action so that a message goes out in the system that this is unacceptable.
200% Rahulji. You have to be cruel to be kind, and not only dismissal. The ill-gotten wealth will have to be attached as per the provisions, not only in the Makoka but also under the UP Gangsters Act and other provisions of law. The ill-gotten wealth will also have to be attached, dismissed from the service summarily and sent to jail. Unless this is done, because we have been only indulging in cosmetics and sweeping the issues underneath the carpet and waiting for a disaster to happen. And this is a total conspiracy and a total giveaway of all the authority and all the administrative power that was given to you, and the nation has waited for too long. Now is the time, because as they say, Tihar needs some sacrifices now, and a major sacrifice at that.